I think Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael, and indeed the Independents, who have been lambasting me recently in relation to ensuring that we have a robust farming sector that works within our environmental parameters, they absolutely lambast me. Where are they tonight? No, I'm not specifically talking about you. I'm talking about Michael Healy Rae. Where is he tonight? He's not here for this debate. Where is his support for rural communities when it comes to Mercosur? Is he just going to roll over and accept it because Europe says so? So, look, Minister, in relation to this deal, the numbers speak for themselves. The Mercosur trade deal will allow 99,000 tonnes of beef into the EU annually at a reduced tariff rate of 7.5%. These will not just be low-value cuts. They will be premium steaks, strip loins, fillets, the very products that Irish farmers rely on to fetch fair prices in European markets. Ireland exports roughly 440,000 tonnes of beef a year, worth €2.8 billion. Meat Industry Ireland estimates that Mercosur could cost our beef industry between €100 million and €130 million annually, which is a loss of between €75 and €95 per head of cattle. Suckler farmers are already operating on razor-thin margins and will now be pushed to the brink. Family farms will be lost, Minister, and rural Ireland will suffer. And no amount of plumossing from the Healy Raes or from the ministers will make up for that loss. This deal is bad for the environment, it is bad for our planet. Mercosur countries, especially Brazil, have been the focus of intense international concern over deforestation, land conversion and weak enforcement of environmental laws. Large areas of the Amazon rainforest have been cleared at alarming rates to make way for cattle ranching and soy production, releasing vast stores of carbon and destroying biodiversity. It's hard to miss the bitter irony of COP30 being hosted in the heart of the rainforest as it disappears before our very eyes. The optics are bleak, but the reality is much worse. While global leaders meet to discuss climate action, the ecosystems those negotiations rely upon are being actively degraded around them. Approving a trade deal that increases market access for commodities linked to that degradation risks locking in supply chains that perpetuate high emissions and environmental harm. Irish farmers are being asked to meet ever stricter sustainability standards, adopt climate-smart practices and absorb the cost of decarbonisation. Meanwhile, imports produced with lower environmental safeguards Last Cem Corla. Are you allowing that to happen?
Deputy Healy Rae. Deputy Healy Rae, take your seat.
Stay in your seat and stay quiet. Stay in your seat and stay quiet. It is not your time to talk. Last Cem Corla, this is unacceptable. He is completely interrupting this debate. He does not know when it is his time to speak, and it is not your time to speak now. Sit down and be quiet. Sit down and be quiet.
I'll sit down as well.
Sit down and
sit down, Deputy,
quiet.
or you leave the chamber, one or the other. Good. Out.
I never mentioned your name at all. It's your brother sitting in the ministerial benches I mentioned.
I am here and I've been here all day and all night.
You haven't been, you just walked back in. You just walked back in, you haven't been here all the time.
Deputy
you just
Whitmore,
stop.
continue, please.
Okay. Meanwhile, we'll get back to it. Meanwhile, imports produced with lower environmental safeguards effectively undercut these efforts. That is not fair competition, that is regulatory hypocrisy. Embedding references to the Paris Agreement into the text might provide political signalling, but without binding enforceable environmental conditionality, it will not close the gap. If we are serious about protecting farmers, defending environmental standards and asserting food sovereignty, we must insist on treating language that goes beyond rhetoric. That means concrete, enforceable obligations, automatic remedies for demonstrated competitive distortions and a transparent independent monitoring regime with teeth. Anything else will leave Irish producers paying the price of diplomacy dressed up as progress.